Ready?
Yep.
We're blue again. So that means we're actually doing something right this time versus the last few times.
You'll figure it out.
One day we'll get it going.
Yes.
Start off, tell them what it's about real fast again. So maybe people build repetition and why it's called breakfast beer.
Right. Rather, so you have to say it how many times?
7, like
7
marketing
times.
101.
Yeah.
How many times does it take for somebody to remember something repetitive? 7.
So we've still got a few more. So
7.
breakfast beers are, Ken doesn't understand why people can have a mimosa or a Bloody Mary for breakfast. But if he would ask for a beer, people would be like,
Yeah.
what?
Can't have
You want a beer for in the morning for breakfast whenever they all have alcohol? So he started the breakfast beer, and he would, anytime he's traveling or goes somewhere and has a beer,
beer.
he calls it his breakfast beer.
My breakfast beer. And so for today, my breakfast beer is going to be garage beer. There's something cool about this can, though. I think it's either they do it to save money, but it's literally after you're done with it, you just rip it apart. It's very thin. So we're on TikTok and things like that. And there's this one guy that's on there. He goes, how does it go? His name's from Wood and Russ. And he says, here's my fucked up drink of the day. And then he goes, bam, I think it's Wooden Russ, or I'm going to probably remember the name on this fucked up drink of the day. And he goes, bam, and he goes through a list of things, And there's also another guy that goes, Johnny Sips. He plays music in the background and drops ice and a lot of flurries and stuff like that. It makes all kinds of drinks. So, but for us, our beer of the day is going to be Garage Beer by the Kelsey Brothers. And like always, it's a light beer.
Yeah, like always, of anything that you're willing to drink.
Willing to drink.
Yeah. I mean, you'll drink the other stuff. You just don't like it.
Yeah, like the Nevada Sierra.
Sierra Nevada. You say it fast.
Well, but on that one, the truth was, I go to the bar and I said, hey, Dwayne's with us. I know he drinks Coors Light. Light beer, that's all he drinks, right? It's kind of the same. But hey, we're in Nevada, we're in Reno. And I need 3 local beers. I just wanted 3 different local beers so I can show them on our podcast so you can talk about them. So coming right up to start time, we're looking around. The bartender brings over a bucket of 3 Coors Lights, and then he brings over a Miller Lite,
Michelob Ultra,
and
a Blue Moon, or Sam Adams.
Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Boston. We
Lager.
were not in Boston.
Not in Boston. So I go back up there. I said, do you have any like local beer, like something from Nevada? And he says, yeah, we got Nevada Sierra. I'm like, give me 3 of those. Sierra Nevada. It had the word Nevada in it.
True.
It had the word Nevada in it, but whatever it was.
Right.
We all knew I wasn't going to like it. I think it lasted one beer, not even.
Yeah, you probably drank you held it and pretended like you were drinking it, but you probably drank a 4th of it.
Oh gosh.
And we're like, Jeff probably would like it.
Jeff
he's
like
Mikey.
It.
He likes anything.
He does like anything, but it was an IPA. And my thing about IPAs is really just the aftertaste of drinking it.
Right.
It tastes like, I would say you have cat shit left in your mouth or something. It feels like it. Going back to Jeff. So Jeff, he people that's listening up to what we're talking about, he will bring over a specialty beer and say it's a 6-pack.
Sometimes it's 12.
Sometimes it's 12. And he will drink 1.5 of those and then move on to the other beer, which is fine. But then we started to develop his own shelf in the garage.
Yes, because he would leave it, and no one else is going to drink that shit because we're just light beer people. And so he would leave it, and then it accumulates. And so we made a shelf of and things that we bought that we didn't like. We're like, oh, let's put it on this shelf because Jeff will drink it. And then at one point, the shelf was getting full. So we took it all to the lake because at the lake, drunk people drink anything.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but most of that shit gets sitting there too.
Like, that's true. And then we just finally throw it out.
Do we finally throw it out? Because they'll drink Busch Light all day long. They'll drink, what else?
Natural Light.
Natural Light. Like, we got a bunch of 21 and 22 years old. That's all they're going to bring.
those are adults. Those are grown ass people. Those are like 25, 26, 27-year-olds. One's a doctor
I was
and he brings
Maddie, like the guy that was passed out downtown. What
don't be saying
say where
inappropriate
I know, but
things
where was he
like
at
that.
passed out at? The place.
Westport.
Westport, yeah. That's the kind of doctor I used to have. I need to
Yeah.
have in my life. So uh don't worry about the people walking behind us. It's all right. They're here, they're
Paying
here
no
working.
attention.
Yeah.
Paying no attention to the
People in the
man
background.
behind the curtain.
So with Kansas. So let's talk about what we did last week. We did a podcast from Reno, and you speak. Well, you tell your stories way better than me. So, what did you actually think about Reno?
I thought Reno sucked.
It sucked ass.
I expected it to be a
Las Vegas type of feel.
Yeah, like a mini Vegas. Now we went to Atlantic City.
Beautiful.
And I expected Atlantic City to be a little bit more as well, but they at least when you walked outside, you were on the ocean. So you like walk outside and you walk along the boulevard or whatever it was called, and it was ocean. And it was cold and rainy, so it's not like we spent a lot of time out there. But regardless, I got my hair still. Regardless, so Reno, there was absolutely nothing. Like we walked outside and it was us and like 4 homeless people on the entire strip. And at like 11 o'clock. Yeah. So I'm like, let's go ahead and walk down here because there was a river walk. There was supposed to be a river walk. So we walked down the street. There was maybe 2 other casinos besides the casino we stayed in was like 3 casinos together. It was Circus, Silver Legacy, which we were in, and then the El Dorado. And they were all connected. It was
beautiful.
It was all connected, and they had all these like this amazing like there's a name for it. My boss told me the name for it. I can't remember. And they call it like Restaurant Row or something like that. And it's inside
of it.
The 3 of those, like basically in the middle there. And so you walk outside, we're walking down the street. Most of the buildings were closed, boarded up. Yeah.
Still had signs. Had signs out front. That was weird.
Saying, come get married in this chapel.
And then
the sign on the door said has been closed down permanently since 2023.
Yeah.
And then we went and got on the river walk. Nothing. We finally turned around and came back.
We did see some kayakers.
Yes, because the river was kind of rough. Like people were actually like.
But that was the most amount of people I think we saw.
Oh yeah, in the river. There wasn't any. I'm gonna say once we got on the river walk, we saw maybe 5 or 6 more people, but that pretty much was the extent to it. So it was pretty fascinating and so Ken was like, I want to go into one of these other casinos that had like and I told him, I said, I feel like we're gonna go in there and we're gonna walk up to a table and it's gonna be like we're in Vegas vacation and he's gonna have his hands behind his back and be like, guess how many fingers I'm holding up.
I know. I didn't even get that. I didn't even get that for a second though, because
the shell game. You need to rewatch if you haven't. You need to rewatch
Vegas
Vacation because
he lost all his money.
He wasn't winning. Yes, and so he was like, I have to go where I should be able to make it back fast and not betting as much. So they went off the strip.
But so we walked down the street and we did go into one of these. Well, we went to 2 casinos, right? And man, I could tell you that it was something weird. It's like the show From or Get Out or something. We walk into it's actually a nice looking casino when we get inside, right?
Right. It's small,
clean.
It appeared clean. Yes. But there was nobody. There was not a single person on a machine. There wasn't any table games either.
No table games.
It was only
slots. We walked around.
We went to the second floor to use the restroom. And whenever I was looking over and I saw that the bar was like over here, which we didn't see originally. And there were like 4 people sitting at the bar playing electronic poker like they do at the bar. But literally that was it. So Ken sat down and lost $100 pretty quick. I think you cashed out with a little bit.
But
no, you didn't.
I let it run out because I was like, let it run out. But we took a picture from that second floor looking down.
of the
Just
emptiness.
of the emptiness, just to show people like there's nobody in this casino.
Yeah. And then we went across the street, and that casino was about the size of this area.
Nah,
I don't even think it was this big.
I think it
Maybe.
was just that side. Like if
Yeah.
we're looking at,
Maybe half of
yeah,
this. Yeah. And so we
but there's
walked
a
in.
Frenchie running around.
Yes, there
So
was this beautiful little Merle Frenchie. And if you know us, you know we love our bullies.
lover dogs.
And so there was this beautiful Frenchie. So we went to the bathroom because I drink a ton of water, which I never do. And so like
Always with
every
water.
4 minutes I had to pee. So we went to the restroom when we came out, and I found Ken at the Frenchie. And so he went up, and there was this wall of frozen drinks, much like a Wet Willie's or whatever. And so he's like, I'm gonna get a frozen drink. Do you want one? And I was like, no, I'm good. So he got one, and
Well, they
these
said, "Well, are you gonna play?" I'm like, "Sure." Well, it's free.
yeah,
Normally, you don't. They say pay for it. They're
yeah.
just okay.
Yeah, they're like, "It's complimentary if you're gonna play." So he got his drink, and we went over, and he played and lost whatever you put in for that one, but
And I don't think I lost. I just think I was done.
yeah,
I put money in, put 100 in, one up, cut back down to 100, and I was done.
yeah. And so then we were like, "Okay," and then I was trying to find a T-shirt because my dumbass only traveled with one T-shirt.
Well, one
Just T-shirt, like a
T-shirt, but
normal
it's
T-shirt, not a
right.
dressy
But what
shirt.
is it called? What do you call it? It's uh, you called it some word. It's the right. Hey, I have
Casual.
casual,
Yeah.
just casual shirt.
Yeah.
You know,
And so and I usually make a t-shirt blanket out of travel
travel.
shirts. I buy the shirt, I never wear it, and then we just do it that way. But I never found anything, but we kept going into some
Strange shit.
yeah, it was seedy. I mean, it just was run down. We'll say
Yeah.
that. It was run down.
After that one block that we stayed on, like the
Right.
3 good casinos. After that,
It was nothing.
it was nothing. And I mean, they had a lot of hotel. They had the Horseshoe Hotel. I mean, Horseshoe Casino that was shut down, right? Was it called the Horseshoe?
Maybe.
There was a few of them that were just shut down.
Yeah.
But going back to your shirts thing, right?
Yeah.
We were looking really for the Reno, like just
Yeah. Because they have the sign that goes over the street that they refer to themselves as the biggest little city or something like that. They're like the biggest little city or
So
the
what's-
little biggest city. Yeah.
So
I think it's the biggest
Big
little
Trouble,
city.
Little China.
So, and it lights up, and it's over the and so that's about all we got out of it was we went and saw the sign,
Sign.
which it was just about a half a block down, and
Like you passed that sign, that was it. Really,
yeah,
you passed
yeah,
the sign.
yeah.
After that sign, you're done.
Yeah.
There was nothing else over there.
Yeah, but the T-shirts were crap. There was a lot of tie-dye,
In
which that
cars,
makes me
like race
think of
cars.
Branson. Yes. There was a lot of race cars. There was something else. Oh, wolves.
Oh yeah, a lot of wolves and
It just
what are
was
those little the little things my mom has hanging up like wind catchers or
oh, yes, the,
dream catchers.
dream
Dream
catchers.
catchers. When yeah, a lot of that which I wouldn't have
Yeah,
thought.
I just think that they could have been in there for the last 20
20
years,
years,
those
and they just
shirts.
never made
Yeah,
it out of that
yeah.
time zone. Well, also, what kind of vehicles did you see there? What would all the cars that we saw? Why
It
would you
was
make a comment?
weird that there was so much country music and so many lifted vehicles, like
All
pickup
years.
trucks, all kinds of pickup
1978
trucks,
Dodge.
yes,
Uh,
lifted and
Blaring.
blaring country music, which I mean, I love it. It just doesn't. It to me, it didn't
fit
seem
the
like it fit,
city.
but yeah, but maybe it does. But my boss lives in Reno, and so she had been in Kansas the week before, and then I went to Reno the week that into that last week, and we didn't. Neither one of us had time to get together either way, but
I mean, it's in the middle
she had
of
told me that she
mountains,
was like, yeah, yes, but
desert mountains
yeah,
type of thing.
kind of, but she was like, Reno is run down. It's terrible. I was like, you could have warned me before I went.
It just
You knew I
sounds
was
cool.
going. Yeah.
It just sounds cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So we never need, well, I want to go back to Tahoe.
If we go
I saw
back,
the Jersey crew. I saw that they
oh,
posted videos that they did go to Tahoe and kind of hike
they
around,
did.
but we
Absolutely.
were not prepared.
For any of that.
Well, I could have been, but I knew we didn't have a car, and I was like, I don't want to take an hour Uber, and then
Try to get one back.
yeah, so
Well, I think that we will. I think we're going back for another convention or something in a few years, and we'll just make an effort to get
Oh,
the
yeah,
Tahoe.
yeah.
We already
Yeah.
know there's shit there in Reno,
Reno, yeah.
but I think now we'll make an effort to get the Tahoe. After our second day there, we were like, this
Yeah,
shit.
I could have left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go there on a Friday, you fly in Friday, maybe do a show Saturday, leave Sunday. That's all you need to do.
And
You'll see.
there's only one show.
Yeah.
Literally, there was one show. And it was the Cirque, and it was like an Alice in Wonderland Cirque. But I was like, oh, I assumed that there would be like a plethora of shows, just like in Vegas. And so whenever we were getting there, I was looking it up, and there was nothing. There was this one show. It happened to be in the El Dorado, but they didn't have any like daytime shows. And by in the evening, we're at dinner with friends, or we're meeting up with people because it's people that we only see a lot of times once a year. And so we're trying to, get in our time. Yeah.
Because we go to these conventions really, one, for kind of business, but two, for not the stuff that goes on during the day, but really for the nighttime stuff.
For the friendships that we've made that from people all over actually all over the world. Yeah. So for sure.
Our typical day at one VFW convention or any of the conventions that we go to is we get in, depends what time we get there, take a nap, kind of like on vacation, then get up for dinner, stay up till one night we went to bed at 8.
Yeah, well, that's because
time frame.
Yeah.
Time zone.
It's only 2 hours, but man,
that 2 hours beats the shit out of us for a minute.
50 is
I don't know. I'm not 50 yet.
It like multiplies. It's like
cat years or
dog
years.
Yes, I couldn't think of what it was.
I know. I was trying to get what you said, like a dog years. Those 2 years of dog years after that.
Yeah. So
like the first year of a dog, it's 0, and then the second is 7.
Yeah. Whatever.
So the minute you hit 50, every minute after that triple.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
So after you left, because we came from Thursday to Monday, and I left Tuesday, right? So Dwayne and the New Jersey crew said, "Hey, let's go to breakfast." They invited me to breakfast, and I like a good breakfast.
Right.
We ate at the one place downstairs. It was really good. So they're like, no, that breakfast is way too expensive for some of our people. There's a $7.77 breakfast right down the street, and I'm like, where did I see that at? But of course, I went. Going.
Was that the same place where they had the lobster?
Yes, steak and lobster
meal for like $19.99.
$16.99.
$16.99.
But it's actually the same casino.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, so we go upstairs on the second floor. You go pee, right? That's all they really had up there. The second
floor was like an arcade for kids. It had like 4 pinballs.
Really?
And it was up here or something. Like 4 pinball machines and like a claw machine or some shit. That was it.
So we already said that casino was kind of like From or Get Out, right?
Yeah.
So we go up there to Dwayne's adamant. He's paying for it. He's got 10 people with him. You get the $7.77. You get the $7.77. It's basically bacon, eggs, hash browns, toast. That's what you get. He's telling you don't get no more. You don't get the upgrade. You don't get nothing. I said, I'm getting my own shit. But so what you didn't see was on the 3rd floor is where it was at. And on the 3rd floor, if anybody's ever been to a VFW or an Allegiant or whatever, it's all old and the floor carpet and the floor has been run down and you get cheap beer and stuff. That's where all the people were at. And to me, it was like they had the oldest games. They had I would probably call it Pac-Man from Atari or something. I don't even know what that was. The oldest games in the world up there.
So it wasn't just a restaurant. There was actually more slot.
So you go through the old stuff where all the old people are at.
Gotcha. They don't like that new stuff. They like the ones with just the 3 lines.
Kind of like Charlie.
Chicka. Yeah.
I walk up and I'm like, it kind of reminded me, I said this to myself, it's kind of bad. It's like, you got people with no legs up there, just clicking on stuff and wheelchairs and smoking their hearts out. And you look around and they're all 70, 75 years old that goes in there for a $7.77 breakfast like that and comes out there to gamble. And then I'm like, man, if Carly was here to see this, she'd see all of it. But what is it? The in the Toy Story movie, the land of the
Misfits.
Oh, the Misfits. You go up there, it's like, oh my gosh,
I know that's in Rudolph.
Maybe
that's
might be.
the Island, the Misfit
Well,
toys,
no,
but I don't. They do
I
have
think they do have that Toy
the
Story because
Toy
they had
Story.
big
They have
eye and
yes,
yeah.
right, but I don't know what
And
they're
I was
called.
like, the hell am I at? I'm like, I
You're going
really
to
need,
hell.
I am going to hell. But then you get to the restaurant and, you had one waitress or one server, and I'm sitting there like, I can only imagine what I'm about to eat.
Right?
It can't be no worse than a Waffle House at times, but Waffle House is right in front of you. You get to see it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I said, hey, I want I think the Rancho's habanero or whatever that's called,
Mhm.
right? And water, and I want a Modelo. I want my breakfast beer today to be a Modelo because they had it.
Right.
It was like, what do you have? Modelo and something. I said, I'll take the Modelo. She brings a Modelo and she brings me this cup of water. And I'm looking at the glass of water, and there's a million floaties in it. Like, I'm looking at him like, man, I'm glad I had a breakfast beer because I definitely am not drinking this tainted water. And why would people think it's okay to bring out? Like, it must be normal for them up there.
Yeah, I
They're
would
like,
say it's normal.
because they brought it up.
Yeah.
Because other people were drinking it on ice, and I'm like, y'all see?
Yep.
I told them, I'm like, y'all see? I'm like, whatever. It's
Yeah,
not a
that's
thing
on
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
Even mom from the lake wouldn't drink water. Like, she
Oh no,
buys the
we don't. Yeah, we don't drink water from the tap at the lake. It's well water.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with it. It just
smells like
it's
ass.
that doesn't. That's from the hot water
Um,
heater. But it yes. So, but no, not drinking it.
so back to
No.
Reno. Would you ever need to do it again?
No.
Recommend to a friend?
No.
It Lake Tahoe, I think we should do,
Yes.
but only if you're going to. If you're there, go see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're going to Tahoe, go see Reno. That
If-
might be the best way to
But
say
if you're
it.
going to Tahoe, you can also get there through the California side. So you don't have to.
I didn't even think about that.
Ken's not good with the geography.
I don't. No, definitely not.
So it's
Um,
right on the California border. So it would
Oh.
be
Definitely didn't know I was that close
Mhm.
to California. Maybe that's why all the trucks had California on them.
no shit.
And remember
And all the winners
all the
were
winners are from
California
California.
because they probably don't have the same
Casinos
casinos
and
in
stuff.
California. I don't know what the casino situation is in California. But,
Me either. Oh, it's funny.
yeah. Mhm.
All right,
I just
so
assumed you knew that.
I
But
did
I
not know that.
should have assumed you did not know that.
We're gonna take a break from talking about crap. We got everything in from last week, at least
I
Reno.
think so.
Then we'll come back and go to Factless Fridays and some other stuff and call it a day.
Yep.
Okay, so we're back and we've decided that this is called what?
Factless Fridays.
Factless Fridays, because we take
Stupid shit that's said on the internet.
internet, sometimes locally, sometimes about us, or most times about us.
Yeah, because there's a lot of content.
A lot of content that we can always talk about. So you want to jump right into
Yes.
we have to read it.
Oh, I'm gonna read it, and
Okay,
you guys are
'cause-
gonna try to follow.
We had one of our friends read this to us without taking a breath, because if you read it, that's the
Yes.
way it is.
Yes, it is one giant sentence. So this was on a local gossip page.
Gossip.
And it says, so Facebook wants to know what's on my mind. So I'm a little out tonight. What's on my mind is I used to work for a 10 horsepower and grill in Leavenworth, Kansas. I worked there practically almost 2.5 months. I found a new job and it's better. So I resigned and I go in today to get my paycheck, and it's a paper check, and they didn't give it to me. They said I don't have a check. So it might want interested. It's not worth it. They treat the boys like crap. They don't pay him hardly nothing. And you are considered my hours, then you'll lose your hours due to no customers. Dave, I'm not busy. They're not keeping up with their customers at all. They have crappy food, factory service, crafty management, and copy owners. And I would never work there ever again. It's really the worst job I ever had. I wouldn't even put my worst enemy work there. So it ain't my asking working for a bar. Do not go to Tenpenny, and I'm worth off 529 Cherokee Leavenworth, Kansas, because it's not worth it. It's what's on my mind for the night. Whew.
I'm over here crying because 10 horsepower.
And that is all one sentence without a single
There's some
piece.
caps in there, right?
There is not a single piece of punctuation.
Who's
except
Dave?
that- I know, right? Dave, right in the middle of it.
Dave.
They're to no customers, Dave. I'm not busy. What? And 10 horsepower. So obviously, first of all,
You can tell what the
whenever he says, I go in today to get my paycheck and it's a paper check and they didn't give it to me. That is absolutely correct. We did not give him a paper check
Not a lie.
because he signed up for direct deposit, of which he did and input himself through our portal
Yeah.
to receive his money. Where his money went, I don't know. I
But-
didn't put his bank account in there. However, we do not cut paper checks for people who receive direct deposit. So he had already received his direct deposit.
Well, this was like the end of July, beginning of August, that post, right? Like July 28th or something.
Something like that.
His
And
last day of work was
July 3rd,
July 3rd. So,
2nd or 3rd, he walked out
and because he's
and
been
did
working
not
here
give any notice.
so long,
Oh, yeah.
it's 2.5 months.
Yeah, which
You-
I don't even think. I think it was 2.5 weeks, maybe, but I don't know. I don't.
We don't think it was that long.
Yeah,
But hey, if it's 2.5 months, that's extremely long for him.
yeah, and
Um,
and so he might have called up and asked if he had a
Well, he
paycheck,
did call up
and if so, the people
the
who
host.
answered the phone, they don't know who gets paychecks. They're not privy to that information. They don't touch the paychecks. They don't even know where the paychecks are. Those are handled by the managers. And so they probably said, yeah, the paychecks came in because if this was on a Friday,
Yeah.
the paychecks would have come in on Thursday evening to be handed out on Friday. And so, yeah, there's a paycheck.
So,
Yeah, paychecks are in. So he came in to get a paycheck and he had already received his paycheck.
His last paycheck. He's already
Yeah.
received his last paycheck through direct deposit.
Yeah. And everybody on the post they're asking him if he needs help, if he's drunk, if he's on drugs.
Or what does he say? Drunk and typing? Not
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah. Or talking about taking a gummy.
Or hey, lay off the gummies, Unc.
Yeah.
Man, if you go and look like some of this stuff, what I didn't. Well, here's what's crazy about these things, the stupid gossip things. It's like I always go, it's 10-15% of just people that just hate the world, right?
Right.
They just want to talk shit about something. They're not going to come here and eat. They're not going to go other places and eat. They're not going to probably leave the side of their couch that has the banquet, like what is the Salisbury steak that they still have the foil on top.
It's not foil anymore. It's
I know,
plastic.
but to me, it's that.
Yeah.
To what my brain is, what that is, right?
Yeah.
That's the people that's doing it.
Right.
But for some to actually say there's a problem, I can't believe they didn't pay you.
Yeah.
Or I can't believe they put all this. Some of them, not a lot, but enough people put things out to say, here's where you go to file a complaint.
Yeah. Yeah. File with the state board. So we've already had someone file something against us at the state board, and that was someone who worked with us for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And she walked out.
Lost her shit.
Walked out during her shift. And so we did withhold her paycheck for like a day
to get our stuff back.
Yes, to make sure that we recovered
our keys to the damn building.
Because she had keys to everything, knew safe codes, knew all the things. And so in order to ensure, because it would have gone direct deposit, in order to ensure that we recovered our things, yes, we did withhold that check until she brought that in. And she brought it in like the next day.
Yeah.
And we released
the
her
money.
check to her.
But she went online and made this huge thing that we're not giving her money. We already told her, like, hey, just bring our stuff in here and get your check.
And another one of those things that we don't respond to because it's not worth our, but yeah.
Well, you read a lot of things, and the thing is, if you would have read that, if a lot of people that read that said there was a problem with the kid, like hey, there's a problem, but for some people to feed into it and actually call out our friends to help with this.
Yes.
To say, hey,
very specifically said, hey,
one of our friends is on the city commission.
Yes. They tagged her and was like, can you do something about this? First of all, what the hell does the city have to do with, because I know they did it because
it's political reasons.
Yes. The city has nothing to do with this. One. Two.
We can all pretend, I guess.
Yeah. Two,
you lost your thought because you're looking out the window?
Two, it just is, we had already taken care of it. And three, just because she's our friend, the most she's going to do is be like, hey, have you seen this post?
And she did.
Which, and we had already seen it.
But it's just those things that we think is funny we talk about.
Yeah.
But so that was a good one.
Fascinating.
And so the other one I want to talk about is one of the things that before we purchased Tenpenny, right? We set that bar up front and we actually did social media searches. We ate some of the food before we made a decision. New to this, but you go through their social media reels on some of these local restaurants and bars and actually just businesses.
Yeah.
And if you make a post that says closing early today because of no employees, that doesn't make you look good. That's not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. But you should say that we're closed. If you're going to try to tell your community that closed, just say
Yeah.
closed.
We don't have to say why.
Well, don't have to say what, but you need to figure out why you don't have employees. You need to
Yeah.
figure out how the community can help you with employees, not wait around for somebody to show up and have one. If you don't have backups to anything, it kind of makes you look bad, like you don't know how to run a business to me.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of the times happened here. Like you scroll through Tenpenny's Facebook from years past, and you'd see closed at noon, we're closed for a week, down staff members. They even made shirts. Remember, they made shirts that
Yeah.
said, "Be kind to the staff."
There's only like 2 of us here.
Yeah, there's only like 2 of us here. Be kind. I'm like, that's not a thing. Gotta figure that
I'm
out.
gonna hope that was
Being funny,
yeah. And maybe right after COVID, where
maybe.
people
I,
were
that
but
might be,
yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
some of the things that we don't do or shouldn't do. I just want to make sure people know that that shouldn't be a thing. We need to help the community out. But if we keep talking shit about our local businesses or any business or restaurant, McDonald's is going to sustain itself. All of the major chains are going to sustain or not, but it's not our problem because something else is going to pop in.
Yeah.
7 will replace Applebee's. It's always going to be a place to change. But your local places, they're going to be hard to cover.
Yeah.
You keep
Your
talking.
mom and pops.
Yeah, your mom and pops, the local things that's been around, like Tenpenny's been around for 27 years now. 25 when we first bought it.
Yeah.
27 now.
Mhm.
Those are one of the things that
26.
26.
Yeah, 26.
Uh,
Established 2000.
All right, yeah, 26. So it's just one of those things that the community doesn't realize. And then you'll hear them talk about, well, guess what? There's no businesses, there's no restaurants open because you were talking shit. You're talking so much shit. Well, hell, I'm not going to bring her name up, but she had opened a breakfast joint at the place we're looking at to put a donut joint in. She was trying to make a good breakfast, decent size, and then you got people in community beating the shit out of her. So she said, "Guess what? I'm done."
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people can't sustain that stuff.
Yeah.
And try to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Because it's some of that stuff is rude and mentally tough. I guess you say.
Mentally draining. I mean,
we find a lot of it funny because
a lot of it is funny. Some of it though, you can tell the stuff that gets my goat or whatever we're gonna
get
say
your goat.
because I have to talk about it to everyone. I have to all my friends. I have to be like, did you see this?
Yeah.
Did you read this? Or, tell my family about it whenever they probably don't care. But usually it's something whenever they come after our character, specifically, that's what gets me is people saying, yeah, once you're done, what's that?
Oh my gosh,
Once
that
you're
was a
done
good one. Bankrupting the veterans organization.
organizations. I don't know what that means. Like you are a veteran.
And
I am a veteran spouse of 25 years. And
the amount of money that we've put, like given back to the community, to the veterans community itself.
Yeah. We have a nonprofit that specializes in assisting veterans. Ken, in his real job for a living, fundraises for multiple huge veterans organizations. I'm like, I don't understand.
Well,
is it about the V? Is it about I don't know, because the V is doing just fine. They're doing exactly the same as they were before we
was there. But we got involved in it. Well, I can only imagine why the thought process is something was said somewhere. Could it have been because we shut down that one street to put water suppression in to get to the V? But if you just went around the block, if you just literally went around the block, you could have
just went in
parking lot.
Could come almost all the way to the V. It just I don't.
But
I don't know.
that's the crazy stuff that we get. It's funny to us, but it's like the things that get your goat are that's funny. Or when they talk about you. Never when they talk about me. When they talk about me, you're like, ha, they got you.
That's a lie. They talk about, but they don't ever talk about your appearance.
Oh,
they've talked about my eyelashes. They've talked about someone's ass.
Hips.
Hips. Not. I mean, they just said one of the friends But a lot of people don't know 100% who
Who
we
we
are
are. That's what's funny.
because they've gotten us confused with some other people in the
A
past
few
that we
other
know
people
of
so
for
far.
sure. So I'm like,
And people still walk up to you and I and say the wrong names
yes,
and pretend we're other people.
yes,
And we're like,
yes,
that's
yes.
not
That's
us.
not us. But so I just don't understand the personal attacks. Like you can, especially if you don't know me, you don't get to attack me if you've never had any
Well,
type of
that's the easiest way,
conversation
though.
or interaction. 99% of these people I've never seen
Well, no.
in my life. I don't know them. They don't know me. The 10-minute, or say they come to dinner here,
And
the
we're eating dinner,
45-minute snapshot that they might have of us sitting at a table with our friends enjoying dinner.
which is probably wrong because they don't know who we are. And they're
Yeah.
probably thinking about something else,
Yeah.
somebody else.
Then, I mean, I don't understand. But anyway, don't get me started. We've already done our Factless Friday.
All right. Done Factless Friday. So one last thing. How come the red and yellow don't match? I don't understand that. Why you got to make fun of my colors? One, I'm extremely colorblind, but it's a bright yellow. I don't understand. Bright yellow don't go with anything. It just should go. You're wearing blue and
I'm wearing purple
uh-huh.
and gray.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You're wearing bright red and bright yellow. I mean, it's fine. But at one point you had on a shirt that had bright yellow in it. And I was like, look at him.
Huh?
Matchy matchy.
Didn't know.
My favorite is whenever he wears red on red because he knows it's red, but he doesn't see that the reds are not the same color, or blue on blue. So in the 10 plus years we've been married, I'm like, never red on red, never blue on blue.
Well, back in my day,
Whenever
back
you
high
wear the
school,
shorts,
yeah.
even whenever I first met you and you were so frumpy, that you've come a long way.
Oh, with the yellow and red. Or the pink. You can't wear pink and red.
No, you can't wear pink and red. They don't match the
Okay.
flash.
You got anything else? Peace.